Hey, it's J. Jonah Gamerson here. The game is Stellar Blade, and we're just taking a look at an alternate ranged gear build for Abyss Lavoir. There are some platforming mishaps that also happen in here, but it's going to be fun either way. I'm going to handle some of these menaces in this area.
Just as I heard. Outsider. This place is deeper and darker than the last.
We're still talking about the...
Be careful.
Never mind. We'll just leave it. We'll just leave it at that. So the biggest difference I think with this build versus a more recent run is I think on the more recent run I used maybe a speed enhancement gear in here, so coming around the corner, I always try to get this guy. Sometimes I get him, sometimes he's able to grab me. But what I like about this build is it takes fewer shots to take the enemies down.
Oh, what's happening? You can find a way up in the right corner.
Right corner. Where is it?
And sometimes things don't always go as expected, you know? You get through, maybe you hit the wrong button, go the wrong direction, and you get squashed. And then you get squashed again because you're too slow. And I mean, it gets better. I mean, it eventually, and see, that time, this isn't my fault. Okay, that might have been. Oh God, it just gets worse. It was kind of like this part and quick draw right there. Already took one of them down before the box could block it. I impressed myself, so I left it in.
This place, it feels off somehow.
I think you're right. There must be something lurking here.
Occasionally I'm able to hit their like fuel tanks and, you know, just cause like a kind of an insta-kill, and then other times not so much. But it still takes maybe 3, occasionally 4 shots, depending on how my targeting is, if I'm just kind of being patient. But this sequence, I already had the suit at this point. I just kind of wanted to kind of test it out. One shotgun blast can also take that final Nativa out that comes from where the nanosuit is. I see you. Got him.
We're gonna have to move that. Eve, watch out! Whew.
It reminds me of that research lab.
There must be a panel to open the gate somewhere.
In some of these pauses in areas, I am trying to not get it confused with Altis Lavoir, and just making sure I don't suffer a sneak attack from an Nativa somewhere, even though they still try to get me, so I'm just a paranoid android looking behind me the whole time. just so they don't try to jump scare me.
Watch out!
And at least with those little crawler enemies, they're also just as spider-like Nativas are.
Eve, did you see that?
The other side of the gate is crawling with Nativas.
But this looks like the only way we can get inside.
I'll try to find a way to unlock the gate.
And this actually sets up one of my favorite things to do once I have the actual build the way I want it. Yeah, this one is probably my favorite sequence. You know, because those small ones there drop in one shot. These guys get taken out in maybe 2 to 3 shots, whereas kind of the spider-like Nativas, I just can't think of the name of them right now without looking it up. Those typically take several shots, and they can kind of tank a few more, but with the increased attack power and even capacity that you have, you know, you can just kind of run through here. I think these guys with the shields, who I can't stand, typically the stingers work well, even though the shotgun shells also work, are very effective as well.
That battle was amazing! It's a shame Adam had to miss it.
Is Adam still outside?
Yeah, repairs are taking forever.
Forgot about the scrapplers here.
Eve, the temperature is spiking.
More amazing platforming on my part. There's no dashing that's going to save that.
Damn, the entire research wing has collapsed.
Then can't we just swim the rest of the way?
No. The water is electrified with a lethal high-voltage current.
So now...
Got another one here. That's a little sneaky. So instead of getting attacked, I wanted to see where the hitboxes were. And pretty quick work. Okay, and then getting to the final boss here, I did use a slightly different approach on my more recent run. That's in the non-commentary video, but in this one, I think I was just trying to dodge around and see what I could do with this. I think there are a few times, if you look closely, you'll see a +1, so it's basically kind of earning additional ammo without having to run around for it. So getting some rewards there for the distance shots, and eventually, instead of playing it that safe, I do believe we'll see what happens here if I move in a little bit closer. But basically trying to take out those kind of key points just to weaken it, and then deal some heavy damage here in a bit. But I'm not taking as much damage here. And since this is another New Game Plus run, you know, I've kind of built up her health and everything a little bit more. So I've just got one final target to hit, and then I want to kind of concentrate on bringing the shield down as much as possible. So avoiding some huge hits. Nope, got knocked back again. Okay, so I think I got a couple of hits and I finally took it out. Okay, so I'm trying the blaster cell out. I just don't like the charge time, even though it is a little bit faster with some of the upgrades I do have. It's not quite what I was looking for, so I think on the next round I will try something a little bit different, which is probably my ongoing approach from now on. Okay, so I was finally able to get that last one, and now I'm just using the explosive rounds. And honestly, if you do this a bit earlier, I think it's even more effective, and you can probably drop it even sooner than expected, especially if you have the increased attack power. So that pretty much takes care of that guy. And shouldn't really be any spoilers in this one, but I do appreciate you all for watching, and I look forward to posting some other videos other than Stellar Blade as well. That's the game I'm just kind of most into right now. Been having a lot of fun with it, so thanks again for watching. We'll see you in the next one.